Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a match that Rich is not starting because he did not get the D. Oh no, there we go. Perfect timing. Just as I hit enter on that message. I'm AJ0, I'm here with Zed, we're Baddy Smash. Welcome back.
Yo, 7 o'clock, 2 weeks in a row.
Wait, this is the league under new management. And fortunately for us, the league under new competitors is these guys are going to go on to a non-Mario Maker stage. I'm super excited about it.
What is this shit? What are these legal stages? I don't like this. Get me out of here.
Yeah. So, obviously, interesting thing to note here is Blaze on the Ganondorf.
I kind of love it.
This has got to be some anti-salvo tactics. But it's not the prettiest so far.
Oh, man. What a punish.
And there it is. Wow.
Salvo.
You mess up twice. And you...
Yeah, throwing out the fucking
big
punishable moves on shield.
This is the worst time to be... Oh my god. Well, he gets the kill there. And that... I was about to say the worst time to be salvo is you get somebody up to a high percent and you have a hard time finishing the kill. But then it's the worst time to be Ganondorf immediately after when you go more than 2 feet off the stage. And even Luigi can gimp you.
That was kind of sad. But that's the Dorf life, you know? You get those crazy up smash kills and you also get gimped by fucking Luigi down air.
Yeah, man, I want to see Rich try to use more of the wizard kick and wizard kick in the command grab. Salvo just throws out so. Oh,
No!
Oh, I thought he had him.
It was gonna happen again.
Yes, the whiff punish into Smash Connect. That is exactly how Coach drew that play up.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, again! Salvo doesn't know how to play against someone who has, like, extremely hard punishes for that. I think you're right earlier about this actually being some anti-salvo tech.
I wouldn't be surprised if these two have practiced a lot, just two of the guys that are pretty active in the practice channels. So Rich probably had an idea of what he wanted to do going into this one. And Salvo, if you land off the ledge, you're going to get that every time.
The rarely seen air dodge towards them recovery option.
It's not good.
It didn't look good.
It's something that a lot of intermediate players catch themselves doing a lot. And when you're up against somebody that actually punishes it, it makes you feel like a bad player, which is good, because if you are in this league, you do deserve to feel like a bad player from time to time.
While we're between games, let's take a look at this betting. Last I checked, it was 11k to 7k.
Big money on this game tonight.
Yeah, we cashed out a GME and we're all in on Blaze apparently.
Well, when you've got one man betting 69.69 on himself and another bettor accidentally dropping 5,000, you get to some big numbers. But it's the first game of the night; there should be big numbers, right?
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the closer matchups. Just looking on paper, you could see this one going kind of either way.
Yeah, I expected this to be pretty competitive, and despite that first match being pretty Rich favored, I would say this is still going to be a competitive match. If there's anything about Salvo, it's that he doesn't get shook after he gets somebody shitting on his ass like that.
Well, when you're that used to it, you know, you kind of learn how to play after getting stomped.
Yeah, like, Salvo can just get stomped and follow up by 3-stocking you. It's the Ouija life. That being said, though, Rich clearly had a plan going in, and he executed it really well in this first game. And who knows, maybe he's not going to give Salvo a chance to react. If there's any player that could just drop 2 or 3 different characters in a row and not surprise me at all, it would be Rich.
Is Salvo going to go for the counter pick?
By anticipating you predicting he's going to switch off the Ouija and picking a Lucas counter pick, but then just saying Ouija, yes, he is.
No, because he picked second here, so like he could counter the Dorf with Lucas. Is that a counter? I mean, it might be better than the Ouija.
Nothing Salvo plays is better than the Ouija, and I think he knows that. And I don't think that game was so horrifying that it'll shake Salvo off of Luigi.
Yeah.
Salvo may be the most dedicated main we have in Baddy Smash. If I had to list all 24 players and try to guess who is the least likely to switch off their character, Salvo might be at the literal top of that list.
That's interesting. I think you might be right.
Twitch chat, if you think there's any competitors for that, let me know, because I think that's actually a really interesting comment. And as in a league where we have to shit on a lot of people for bad character swaps, I have a lot of respect for it if Salvo is that guy. Although he's been hovering on this selecting screen for a really long time, which
he doesn't know what he's doing.
he could be looking for a stage, even though he made the stage image that shows where all the stages are on the list. But listen, we don't love Salvo for his brain. We don't love him for much. That's why we're all betting on Blaze.
Holy
wow!
Shit.
And like I predicted, the Lucas counterpick is coming through.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
I appreciate as Candy, right as I see him hop into the lobby, I see Candy in chat. 4 bans. He's not swapping characters. And I'm like, I agreed with you literally 2 seconds earlier. But here we go. Salvo's gonna try to jank it up on the spring stadium. That was such a shitty jump.
No.
Oh my. Playing with fire here.
Not playing with fire yet.
Oh, Salvo is so lucky that these have been 2 really costly whiffs out of Rich, and it still doesn't matter. Rich is just, dominating that little boy.
Just barely whiffed that hit off stage. But Salvo finally getting something going. He's throwing out the freezes. He's looking for the combo.
He should have some really good freeze options once he gets Ganondorf off the stage. That slow, predictable recovery.
That
Ooh, nice
seems to be a big if, though.
Well, not if he does that!
Okay, that was sick, though.
And just like this...
Should have teched it.
Yeah, he should have.
Oh, I love this stage. This might be the best thing that happened this season.
It's been like a third of our games have been on this stage, which really warms my hearts. I knew...
Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to pick this because I know I'll tech it. Nobody techs it.
Yeah, I've never once thought I'm going to pick this because I know I'll tech it. I pick it because it's like Smashville but longer.
Oh man, the whiffs. That was not hit a freeze yet.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's setting up by whiffing for the first 4 minutes of PK Freeze to nail a really big one on the last stock. Oh my god, does that kill? No, it doesn't.
Nope. Oh, that does though. Shit, never mind. Dwarf recovery options, dude.
Yeah, this is some hot Dwarf. Ooh, nice fastball into the shield.
Blaze is having an issue getting in on it.
Oh, that almost hit, and that does hit, and Blaze is in the lead now. But for how long?
Yeah, we're getting close to just one solid hit from Salvo here. If he can land one.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot sometimes.
And Snake's not long enough.
And now this damage, I mean, Salvo is at kill percent. Can he tech the top if he has to? We know that answer's no.
This spacing on Blaze is insane. He's like always right at the edge of the F smash or the snake or the fire.
Salvo had to have had a kill throw there.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright though, this is not Ouija territory, so that means Rich is not at kill percent right now. Cheese him, cheese him, cheese him! Oh! I saw it coming!
Still can't get it.
It's happening. Salvo's feeling the momentum here, and now this is...
Well,
good DI. Don't screw it up, Salvo. Cody goes to the
Blaze,
ledge.
you had all day up every time.
Plays 2-0, baby, just like we all predicted.
Every time they bounce off the top, it's so good.
Alright. Blaze 2-0 over Salvo. We will be back soon with Wang versus Cax, so stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second match of the night. As you may be aware, the last match, Blaze beats Salvo, advances to 3-0, and advances to Division 1 Swiss. The winner of this match will be joining him by moving up, which means there's a lot of stakes on this game. And therefore, you and I were just saying, off the microphone, we are 100% positive my Wang is going to lose this game, and so far we are looking very right.
That is exactly what was said. We should just do our shit talk on the mic, whatever.
To bring on the Baddy podcast.
Yeah, in 3-minute increments.
It's really exciting. It keeps the people excited for what comes next.
Gotta come up with like 10 cliffhangers per night. I think we can do it.
Yeah.
Alright, I've already lost the roller count, but it's like 3 or 4 at least.
Yeah, man, this could be tough. I know last week I played against Cax on stream. You don't see a lot of Olimar if you play this game much. Just a very rare character that has some really strange patterns you got to adjust to. And I'm going to take a guess and say Wang's feeling really similar to how I felt it. Which is, what the fuck am I supposed to do this right?
Is he like the only Olimar player we have?
I believe so.
Well, Wang's got something figured out.
Yeah, when in doubt, roll him out.
Yeah. Good life advice. What? Did his Pikmin like catch that grenade? That was sick.
Thanks, Pikman. Yeah, I'm actually really good out of Wang to be holding on to this stock for so long. Cax, I think Olimar has like a lot of kill options, so
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like I would
definitely kill range.
I was never making it this high last week. And finally a smash is gonna land, but little lead for Wang still.
Yeah, it's not bad. We're maybe 2 rollers away from him having a kill. I think that's how you gotta think of a Wang game. Like, how many rollers need to connect before he's got the kill? Because that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah, no, I like this play. Just start chucking those Pikmin on him. Let the dot
That
damage
Pikmin
roll up.
reflected the grenade into his face there.
You know, the Pikman giveth, the Pikman taketh away.
We can get some good jungle going. I think we're in 1 roller territory.
Oh.
I
Man,
like
that's
that.
crazy. He can. Oh!
2 frames with the down air.
You'll
And
love
now
to see
Cax is
it.
in the lead. Still a 1 roller stock here.
Yeah, but there it is. And look at that, even game.
That Pikmin damage is really racking up though.
Yeah, I really like that play out of Cax, just to reset this to like long range neutral and dare Wang to approach it, because he can just do this out of shield smash attack punish that there's not a whole lot of characters that could do that to Inkling.
Yeah, if he throws the Pikmin out, Wang will kind of like collide with it, and then that gives Cax plenty of time to drop shield and just go ham with something.
Yeah, Silvo, this is I was just about to say could still be close, but bam, 1 roll read into a smash, and Cax is going up 1-0 in this matchup.
Yeah, that was some good adaptation right in the middle of that fight. He kind of figured out what he can do with the Pikmin to counter both the grenade and the roller, and kind of started to run away with it as soon as he got that going. So looking over at these bets, we have so much Baitcoin coming out on this. $70-30 in favor of the Wang, or in favor of Cax. 20k versus 8k. That's a lot of Baitcoin.
That's a lot of Bitcoin.
That's a lot of nices you guys could be redeeming instead of throwing away your points.
Well, think of how many more you can redeem if you win on those fat bets.
I'm waiting for, like, during the finals, someone just redeems like 10 nices in a row or something. That's a flex. I want to see that. Don't be saving your 69 million to ban a player. Just start dumping it into nice.
Alright, so give these guys a second to maybe think about characters. I mean, that was a close game. We're both kind of big on the, if you're good at a character, probably don't switch just because you lost a close game.
Yeah, there's no way Wang switching, and I would be surprised if Cax switched. That Alamar's been looking spicy this week and last week.
Yeah, I think, I've heard, I believe the Alamar was his main in Smash 4, so if you remember last season, like, he'd kind of just started playing Ultimate for the first time seriously, and he'd been screwing around a bit, but I believe I'd heard that he'd made the Alamar in Smash 4, so I'm not surprised to see that he's kind of figured the game out more and sticking with this, so we'll see if that ends up being what he's doing all season, but yeah, I really like it. It's a good pick. A lot of people don't know what they're doing against it, but,
well, just like last game, we predicted the switch and we were right.
I'm a lot less surprised at Wang switching than Salvo. I mean, Wang has at least got a long history of doing this.
Right.
And I think his train of thought is, man, this dude can just, like, walk at me and I can whiff because I hit the damn Pikmin, so I'm gonna play this stupid Leaf Shield, and I'm gonna walk at him too.
Yeah, I like it. I see the logic in the pick. It doesn't have the roller, though. That's what I'm concerned about.
If we had advanced Baddy data, I would actually love to know what Wang's win rate is on all non-Inkling characters. Because I feel like he's played a lot of close losses in this situation where he swaps, and we're like, well, I guess it works this way, and it doesn't end up doing it for him. Because like you said, there is no roller.
In this, we've seen the Cloud. Saw the Ken.
Yeah, we've seen Ken. I mean, there's probably more we're forgetting. He's, you know, in some seasons practiced quite a lot, so he's usually got a bit of a pool.
Imagine playing like 5 different characters in Baddy Smash. Who would do that?
Yeah, that sounds really lame. But a bunch of dudes that don't make the top 8.
Probably. Pretty even so far. I mean, the Mega Man pick is working. He's getting a lot of damage out. Is he gonna convert it into a kill though?
Yeah, it could take a while. The way he plays Mega Man. Oh!
That was close.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Predicted. And now Captain Out's going off the top. Odd decision.
That was, he bounced off of Wang's dog.
Oh, goddamn dog.
Yep. That looked intentional. Wang kind of dropped below the platform right there.
No one ever expects a down throw kill.
No. Wow. You go flying. Oh. Love the shield there.
Oh, nice juggle.
That was sick.
Dude, this matchup kind of sucks.
Kind of, yeah. The most interesting thing so far is it looks like a Pikmin can block Wang's F smash, which really sucks for him. Because it's very strong.
Yeah, dude, those Pikmin, fuck them.
Yeah, so he's got to kind of... that's going to make it harder for him to get the kill. Because that's kind of just like classic Mega Man shit, you know? Poke him with all your stuff and then hit a nice ranged F smash. I mean, that one was, yeah, very predictable, though. This is like slow enough, we may as well be playing Brawl.
Well, alright, you spot dodge wrong, and Cax finally gets the big punish. Yeah, I gotta agree with Huckleton in the chat, like, the shitty GBA overworld theme from Link's Awakening is really not helping.
Yeah, I don't love it.
No, it's not one of the best 1,000 tracks you could have picked on this stage.
The stage has, like, every song in the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have picked... I hope they random. I hope nobody actually.
This actually probably was random, because I don't think... This doesn't seem like a Wang pick, and it was Wang's stage.
Yeah, that's true. You could have also picked, like, a very...
It's actually something a lot of people complained about when this stage came out, is if you have random music set, you're now going to get random music from literally the entire game if you're on this stage. And that's... there's a lot of tracks you just don't want to get.
Yeah, a lot of absolute bangers. A lot of just kind of like, why did they do this?
So, there's your warning, folks. Make sure you set up manual music in advance if you're going to be picking one of the battlefields.
You got 10 new FF7 tracks you could be playing. No excuse for this.
No excuse.
It is down to literally whoever lands a smash attack first.
Yeah, and imagine if there was good music playing, because we would be so excited right now, and instead we're only a little excited. Cax with the 2-0.
That... What a matchup. They kind of just throw shit at each other for 5 minutes, and
eventually someone dies.
whoever lands a smash wins.
Well, like I said, what is that win rate when Wang switches off the Inkling? Well, in this match, just as bad as the Inkling. We'll be back in a few. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our third match of the night. We no longer have Zed on the mic because we have Zed in the arena, which means I'm going to be joined by KK to bring us Zed versus Ooga Booga.
Heck yeah, I'm back. At first I thought that Zed was the one playing the me, because I'm so used to seeing Ooga Booga with the King hit roll, but we got Zed bringing back the Croc.
Yeah,
and
this
looks like, yeah, former President Trump has joined the fight.
Yes, this is, there's a lot of jokes that could be made here, but I'm going to need Zed to be the winning player to make most of them, so we're going to see how this goes. I like this pick out of Zed. I know he hasn't been practicing, and when you're not practicing, just try and cheat some people with the Croc.
Yeah, so far he's doing a good job.
Yeah,
oh, man.
And just like that, that good job is all for naught. Unlucky.
Yeah, the me, not sword fighter, brawler, that's it. Me brawler up B has that set knockback that can kill you at any percent.
Ooh, that barely
Ooh.
killed. That actually looked like maybe with DI it wouldn't have killed.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's a pretty thick guy, so I'm thinking that was DI! But speaking of DI, that was bad.
Right now, Zed's got a bit of a hill to climb to bring this game back. If he plays like he did that first stock, he can definitely do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy territory, so it can happen real fast as long as he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. But man, is there any player who... I feel like Ooga Booga is the king of opponents just randomly SDing against him, but maybe he's going to be like, hey, that wasn't very cash money of me. I'm going to homie stock you back, Zed. And we got a kind of close game.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe he should have up thrown there.
Well,
We've gotten a lot more damage. Oh, he went for the up B cheese again.
yeah, now Zed getting pretty dicey. He's got to be... you can see he's really scared trying to time out this return after that first trip to the ledge.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he might switch characters just off of that one kill in the next game.
It is quite possible. Both these guys have a number of characters that we've seen. Oh, geez. What an angle.
Yeah, and Zed, he's scared of the ledge, maybe for good reason, but that sets up an easy punish for Ooga Booga.
Oh, yeah. That up B seemed like almost a once in a... I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but that had to be so hard to time because the propeller from K. Rool, that probably had to be a 2-frame.
I mean,
That was amazing timing.
I watch GDQ players hit frame perfect tricks all the time. How hard could 2 frames be, right?
Yeah, especially online with a move that goes up and then down. It's probably pretty easy. What am I talking about?
To someone asking in chat, yes, both of these players are currently 0-1. So, one of these players, the winner here, will be playing again later tonight. As maybe you've all seen on the server. Anyone that wins this next block of matches, where all the players are 0-1, they will be playing again later tonight in the 1-1 matches. If they lose this match, they will not be playing again until next week, when they will be playing one, if not multiple, elimination matches.
Alright, so that means Ooga Booga, if you're also listening to this, if you win, you play later. So remember. But I think Zed might switch here.
Yeah, Zed's not... we're going to keep the trend alive tonight. Everyone loses game 1 and swaps. But maybe it makes more sense for Zed than it's made for everybody else so far.
Yeah, that last set was very close. Hopefully we'll get another close set here. Game 1 was fairly close. I want to see the Zed hero, because I love watching hero.
Maybe if you'd won that game, we'd see some hero, but I think he's going to go tried and true here, whether that's Zelda or Robin.
Yeah, do you think we'll see a switch from Ooga Booga here?
I mean, maybe he's going to play Croc now. How much more can you disrespect somebody by beating them and then taking their character?
Not much, I would say. Well, Ooga Booga he's saying he's going to get flashy. But we'll see.
Alright, so looks like we will get swaps out of both these guys. So Ooga busting out the Steve we saw last week. Zed going over to Robin, who's probably been his best character in Smash Ultimate. Not by a lot, but I think has been.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
1, go!
So here we go, charging up that move, and Ooga Booga starts with a little bit of mining.
You know, I'm really happy that we're going to have every game on stage, or on stream this season, because maybe I'll actually know what Steve does by the end of a few of these Ooga Booga matches.
Yeah, I hope so.
And if I don't know what Steve does, Zed's going to know even less. Maybe he's watched the Sakurai Direct 6 months ago, but that's a big part of his hope in this matchup. I expect Zed to be staying long range, trying to play the spam game, and waiting out any kind of opening a lot.
Uh-oh. Are you getting leg spikes?
I am not, so looks like we're just getting...
had a connection error.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, last week you took over for me, now I take over for you. AJS and KK. The cursed combo is that gets carted off the edge, but he makes it back to ledge. So, KK, I can take the solo if you want to just watch stream. And we'll,
yeah, I'm
hopefully
currently watching stream.
We'll get you back in for game 3, I guess. So, this is good, everyone. This is going to be a learning experience for me and me alone on this Steve. As it's very slow-paced, which I think kind of makes sense with what we saw last week. As Zed out of electricity there, and... Alright, he doesn't know what Steve does, but he tries jumping over the TNT and he jumps straight into that block. Unlucky. Good RNG manipulation out of Steve here on this Robin 80% speedrun. Ooh, I like that read on the roll. And here it is. He's going to just build a wall, but just builds a wall to take a bear to the face. And the scales are tipped. This game's pretty even. Oh, that was a really costly air dodge, and then Zed inputs. No, Zed, don't! That was very unfortunate because he was pretty low percent. And that's, I mean, that's 2 times in a row that's happened to Zed. And now he's getting comboed, he's getting juggled, and this game is looking like it's going to take a hell of a comeback for the ZEDD chance to come out. Man, that's a thick up smash out of the Steve. Now Zed's at kill percent here. Let's see, Zed going for some kind of aggro landings here. Well, that was a nice read with the Thunder. But man, this is asking for a lot out of Zed, although he's kind of doing it. There's a nice, really nice falling back air. And now it is last stock. Zed is, you know, very theoretically in this. If he can put a couple of good strings together. He's really been locking it down. Maybe starting to figure out what this Steve does, realizing he needs to stay on Uga's face, and I like the Thoron. And Zed keeping it charged up. And now that percentage difference is a lot smaller than it was. Good shield. Yeah, Zed's just playing really solid fundamentals right now, which is not always how he plays, but he's going to be careful. He doesn't know what to do off the stage here, and good job. Jumps up, gets the back air. This game is really easy. The Thoron barely going to be dodged, but oh, Zed's not able to get that punish. And now this is dangerous. Zed, I don't think he has a jump here. And wait a second. Oh, I thought Hugo was going to be able to block it off, but no. Now Zed, he is out of a lot of magic right now, or low on a lot of magics. So this could be kind of dicey here as he's trying to close this one at 151 on this Robin. There's probably going to be a lot that will kill him here as he just wants to set up some magic. Oh, but the falling fair out of Uga is going to do it. And the run back was close, but it was not enough. If you get killed that early, you're going to usually lose. And lose Zed does, which means this will be another 2-0 tonight. Ooga Booga going to be moving up. Zed moving down to elimination match. Alright, so that will do it for this match, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes. We got Valkyrior versus Tuna Sub coming next, so stay tuned.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Baddy Smash. We have an 0-1 match for you. We got Valkyria with the Sephiroth and Tunisub with the Wolf. And we'll see how this game is going to go on Smashville.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this Sephiroth. We've been getting a lot of Sephiroth so far.
Oh no!
No, he's no Zed. Valkyria is a legitimate professional.
And,
well,
oh man.
If that's not a caster curse, I don't know what is. Valk, don't watch the VOD.
I guess we're going to see if Tunisub can utilize his reflector. You can actually reflect the initial hitbox on the side B and the orbs right about when they're going to hit you.
That's
right
pretty
now,
legit. We have two busted reflectors in this game because anyone that hasn't played much with Sephiroth, his reflector can do a hell of a lot too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, his counter is actually a projectile. You can reflect his counter back at him if you hit with the right move. We got the one wing coming out. Oh, that's a punish.
Yeah, for anyone not aware, Sephiroth, when he activates that one wing form, actually does have a bunch of stat buffs that comes with it. That's
And call me Chai, I got another connection error.
Oh baby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only AJS0, the caster extraordinaire. This is great. I need to start working on my caster reel for when lands come back. So, woo, Valk, and you don't want to get hit by that. I'm eating cold pizza, by the way. Yo, Twitch chat, should I commentate the rest of this game while I'm finishing this pizza off? I'm thinking yes. So, tune subject kill percent here, but does Valk know the kill options, or is he in a tilted hole right now? His Valk, we know sometimes he can get pretty tilty when he's behind. But Sephiroth, he's got a lot of nice kill options. Show me what you got, Valk! That wasn't it! That wasn't it! But yeah, there's another one wing, so we're gonna see here. Can Valk finish this one off first? You only get 3 stock, because this is starting to look like the season from hell for Valk, but there we go, he takes a stock. Alright, no 3 stock in this game. And that's how a run back starts. As I did not actually get to see... KK, I'm not sure if you had seen the betting before this game.
I can check it right now.
Yeah, if you could. You know, as you all are aware, I'm not able to bet.
What the heck? 64% for Valk, 36% for Tuna.
Yeah, Tuna looked pretty solid last week. He's looking a little better than I remember him. And he's looking pretty good so far. And Valk, I know he's been keeping pretty busy lately. I don't know if he's been practicing a whole ton recently. And kind of looking like it himself, too. That was an unfortunate first game. That SD really mucked things up for Valk. Well, that is a solid 1-0 for Valk. For Tunisub, sorry.
Alright, hopefully I have the Chai curse on my Switch now.
Man, that would really mess up this season if we started getting everyone with this damn Chai curse.
Yeah, I just start losing commentators. What would we do if we have you versus Zed or something like that?
Man, I do one charity
cast.
tournament that I'm like, dude, solo casting is fun. I would love to do this again sometime, and the monkey's paw curls. Alright, so we'll give everyone a second here. We got stages, we got characters. These guys are probably figuring things out, as no one's hopped out to start selecting yet.
Yeah, Tunisub, I think obviously he'll stay with the Wolf. And Valk, he's got a few.
Yeah, you know, it's the Valk experience. Less random than in years past. Listen, Chai, I just want to say, if you are literally unable to be a commentator because the game just dies every time you spectate, it's the Chai curse, not the it happened to AJS01's curse.
Maybe I should try to hop at the end of the line to see if that is different. I'll still be able to spectate. Maybe it's just something with the spectate booth. Or will that make more lag?
Yeah, I think we should hope that it was just a really fluky 2 games in a row Smash Online happening, because you were able to commentate the first game at the last set, right?
Yes.
No issues. So I'm still inclined to think, because what I understand with Chai getting a bug, for anyone not aware, Chai gets a bug basically anytime he spectates where the game just lags out purely on the spectator end, and it's... I don't know if it always ends up kicking him or it's just a lot of like constant connection issues.
Oh yeah,
but it's basically unspectatable. Wait,
yeah, so I was just watching. It sent me back to the arena. So I was just watching the little tokens hit each other for a few minutes. I'm guessing that's the same thing that happens to Guy.
Yeah, and so, not to pour cold water on Twitch chat here, but Nintendo is apparently fixing their online systems, but I don't expect them to implement those changes in old games. I hope I'm wrong, but I got a feeling that that's for future games with online play.
Yeah, apparently the old online service could be ran on Windows 98 or something like that.
Yeah,
well, I mean, check that.
That doesn't surprise me as much as it surprises some people. Networking's not super intensive, but someone with a networking degree, 18-year-old networking infrastructure is not ideal. But what is ideal? Captain Falcon.
Oh yeah, and Northern Cave with the Sephiroth boss music.
Yeah, this is scary stuff. You know, you got to make it to about 3 minutes and 15 seconds before the big guitar breakdown happens, and if you lose before that point, you're gonna get clowned on stream for it. So, this is, at least I think this is Advent One Wings, not original One Wings. Yeah, this is Advent. This is Advent One Wing. I can hear the orchestra, not the good old MIDI orchestra, as endearing as it is. KK, do you know how to sing?
Pretty even game. What do you say?
Do you know how to sing?
I used to.
Well, that's good enough. All right, we're gonna learn 3 words today, okay?
What are they?
Not 3 words, 3 syllables. You've got some time. We're gonna build up, and then you're going to go, Sephiroth. Can you do that?
I could try.
All right, we're gonna do it, boys. We're singing. We're singing with One Winged Angel this match because Valk is not singing though because he just gets clocked. Yeah, this is still looking a lot better than the last game out of Valk. I think he's practiced a lot of the Falcon a lot more than he's practiced that other character.
Yeah.
But Valk has got tuning really low. Sephiroth. No, KK, you missed it. It's okay. Next one.
I don't have.
Sephiroth. Just do it with me, okay? It's right on the beat. It's really simple, right?
I don't have volume.
Well, this kills Plan Sephiroth. As Valk is now. Man, he can just
crank it.
Valk cannot close out this stock. This is really rough. And I think the back throw might have killed there, but Valk going off stage admirably. Valk just doesn't seem to know some of his kill options. He's dropped a few in a row here that have been like really simple. I just sucked that pizza back up into my throat. Good God.
Can we? Oh, we missed it. Hold on.
Back throw, back throw, back throw, up throw. Yes.
Oh, up throw. Nice.
All right, here it is. Now, Valk, what did I say at the start of this game? You got to make it a little further to get to that big breakdown, but we're in danger.
Man, something exploding in the background as Tunisov is.
Oh yeah, that's Sephiroth trying to destroy the world.
Oh, that's his final smash.
Yeah, actually, I think it is.
Dang, these up air combos.
Ooh, this is good. Tunis had really good control from the bottom here.
Oh man, now the background is a different color. This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's white.
Spoilers.
He destroyed. Oh, good board smash.
Oh, yeah, Valko's really low there.
Careful.
Yeah, he's scared. And he needs to be, because now he's in kill percentage, and he goes for the aggro landing, and once again, we do not make it to the breakdown, because Tunisov is going to close this one out 2-0. Well played, Tunisov.
Good stuff. We missed the next Sephiroths.
Once I realized we had audio desyncs I realized we're going to have to just drop that plan. But that's okay, because as a professional, I always have backup plans. And we executed them flawlessly. Just like Tunisov executed Valkyrior flawlessly. Which means this is my last match as streamer tonight. So guys, if you are watching, stay tuned. We are going to be bringing the stream down in just a second. Then going offline. It'll be coming back up. So if you don't see it back up pretty quickly, start refreshing your stream. We'll have the stream back up from Zed's end in a moment. So stay tuned. We have Extra Fluffy versus Hard Kills coming in next.